Last week, my friend Martha called me in a panic. She'd just left her doctor's office, and he'd told her something that stopped her cold. Your heart isn't aging as well as the rest of you. Now, Martha's sharp. She walks every morning, eats her veggies, and never misses a grandkid's birthday. But here's the thing. Even when we're doing everything right, our hearts still need a little extra love as the years go by. And sometimes, that love comes in a bottle. Now, I know what you're thinking. Supplements? Really? Aren't those just a waste of money? I used to wonder the same thing until I saw how a few key nutrients transformed my neighbor Frank's life. After his bypass surgery, his cardiologist put him on 3 specific supplements. Within months, Frank was back to gardening, traveling, and even dancing at his granddaughter's wedding. So today, let's talk about the best supplements for heart health after 60. The ones backed by science, not just slick ads. First point, omega-3 fatty acids, the oil change. Your heart craves. Let's start with omega-3s. Think of these like the premium oil you'd put in a classic car. Your heart's been running for decades. It deserves the good stuff. Omega-3s, found in fish like salmon and sardines, do 2 big things. They lower inflammation, that silent killer behind so many heart issues, and keep your arteries flexible. Stiff arteries are like rusty pipes. They make your heart work harder. But here's the catch. Most of us don't eat enough fatty fish. My cousin Ed loves his tuna sandwiches, but he's still low on omega-3s. That's where supplements come in. Look for EPA and DHA on the label. Those are the active forms. Aim for 1,000 milligrams a day. And if you're vegetarian, algal oil is a great plant-based option. Second point, CoQ10, the spark plug your heart needs now. Let's talk about a supplement you might not know. Coenzyme Q10, or CoQ10. This little molecule is like a spark plug for your cells. It helps turn food into energy. But here's the problem. Your body makes less of it as you age. And if you're on statins, they can drain your CoQ10 levels even further. My sister-in-law, Ruth, learned this the hard way. She started taking statins at 65, and within months, she felt weaker. Her doctor tested her CoQ10 levels. They'd plummeted. Once she added a supplement, her energy bounced back. The lesson? If you're on statins, talk to your doctor about adding 100 to 200 milligrams of CoQ10 daily. It's like giving your heart a backup battery. Third point, magnesium, the relaxation mineral. Finally, let's talk about magnesium. This isn't just for sleep, it's a heart hero. Magnesium helps relax blood vessels, which lowers blood pressure. It also keeps your heartbeat steady. But here's the kicker. Studies show nearly half of seniors don't get enough from food alone. Take my buddy Carl. He ate spinach salads twice a week, swore by nuts, but still had leg cramps and palpitations. His doctor suggested magnesium glycinate, a form that's gentle on the stomach. Within weeks, the cramps vanished, and his blood pressure improved. Aim for 300 to 400 milligrams daily, but skip the cheap oxide form. It's hard to absorb. Now, I know this feels like a lot to take in, but here's what I want you to remember. Your heart isn't asking for a miracle, just the right tools to keep doing its job. Start with one supplement. Maybe it's omega-3s because you hate fish, or magnesium because you've had those twinges at night. Small steps, my friends. Next time, we'll dive into 3 more heart helpers, including the vitamin that works like nature's blood thinner and the antioxidant your arteries beg for. Until then, check your pantry. You might already have some of these nutrients hiding in your diet. If you've tried any of these supplements, Let me know in the comments. Your experience could help someone else find their rhythm. And if you found this helpful, hit subscribe. We've got so much more to explore on staying strong, vibrant, and heart-smart in these golden years. Last week, I got a letter from a viewer named Gerald. He wrote, "I started taking that magnesium you mentioned. Leg cramps gone. But what about my stiff arteries? Is there hope?" Gerald, this one's for you. Because today, we're diving into 3 more heart health heroes. The ones that don't always make the headlines but work quietly, like a loyal friend keeping your ticker in tune. Now, I'll be honest, some of these might surprise you. One's a vitamin you've probably taken for your bones. Another's a spice hiding in your kitchen drawer. And the third? It's so common, most folks forget it's even a supplement. Let's get started. 4th point, vitamin D, the sunshine shield for your heart. Let's talk about vitamin D. Yes, the sunshine vitamin. We all know it's good for bones, but here's what your doctor might not have told you. Low vitamin D levels are linked to stiff arteries, high blood pressure, and even heart failure. Why? Because vitamin D acts like a peacekeeper in your body, calming inflammation and helping regulate blood flow. Take my friend Lois. She lives in Seattle, where the sun hides half the year. Despite taking calcium for her bones, she felt sluggish, and her blood pressure crept up. Her doctor tested her vitamin D. It was in the basement. After adding 2,000 IU of D3 daily, Lois said it was like greasing the hinges of her heart. Her energy improved, and her BP meds were cut in half. Action step: ask your doctor for a simple blood test. If you're below 30 nanograms per milliliter, consider a supplement. And if you're already on D3, pair it with vitamin K too. It's like the conductor that directs calcium into your bones and away from your arteries. 5th point, potassium, the silent partner to magnesium. Remember how magnesium relaxes your blood vessels? Well, potassium is its best friend. This dynamic duo works together to balance sodium, ease blood pressure, and keep your heartbeat steady. But here's the tricky part. As we age, our kidneys become less efficient at holding on to potassium. Combine that with diuretics, water pills many seniors take, and you've got a recipe for deficiency. My Uncle Joe learned this after a scary episode of dizziness. His doctor found his potassium was dangerously low, even though he ate bananas like they were going out of style. The fix? A potassium citrate supplement, tailored to his blood work. Now, he's back to bowling on Fridays. Important note: too much potassium can be risky, especially if you have kidney issues. Always work with your doctor. This isn't a more is better situation. Aim for food sources first: spinach, avocados, sweet potatoes, and supplement only if needed. 6th point, garlic extract, nature's blood pressure buddy. Now, let's talk about something sitting in your spice rack: garlic. But not just any garlic, aged garlic extract. This isn't about warding off vampires, though that's a bonus. Studies show aged garlic can lower blood pressure as effectively as some medications, thanks to a compound called allicin. It relaxes blood vessels and fights plaque buildup. My neighbor Marge swears by it. At 78, she's off her BP meds after 6 months of taking 1,200 milligrams of aged garlic daily. "I just smell like an Italian restaurant now," she jokes. But here's the key. Aged garlic is gentler on the stomach and more potent. Look for brands like Kyolic. They've done the research. Now, I know supplements can feel overwhelming, but think of them like ingredients in a recipe. Each plays a small but vital role. Maybe you start with vitamin D if you're stuck indoors, or add a garlic pill if your BP's been creeping up. Small tweaks, big rewards. Next time, we'll wrap this up with the final trio of heart heroes, including the antioxidant that outshines blueberries and the mineral that's like a reset button for your heartbeat. But until then, here's a challenge. Open your supplement cabinet. Read those labels. And if you're taking something just because, ask yourself, is this truly serving my heart? If you've tried garlic extract or bumped up your potassium, share your story below. Your journey could light the path for someone else. And if you're finding this series helpful, hit subscribe. We're here to help you live not just longer, but fuller. A few years back, my cousin Linda sent me a photo of her dad, my Uncle Pete, dancing at his 80th birthday party. Now, Uncle Pete had struggled with heart palpitations for years. Doctors called it just part of aging. But then, he stumbled onto something simple, a supplement hiding in plain sight. By the time we celebrated his 80th, his heart was steady as a drum. Today, we're talking about the final trio of heart heroes, the ones that might surprise you, just like they surprised Uncle Pete. 7th point, resveratrol, the antioxidant that outshines blueberries. Let's start with resveratrol. You've heard of the French paradox, right? How the French enjoy red wine and rich foods, but still have healthy hearts? Resveratrol, found in grape skins and red wine, is the star of that story. But here's the twist. You'd need 30 glasses of wine daily to get enough resveratrol for heart benefits. And we're not doing that. This antioxidant does two big things. It relaxes blood vessels, easing pressure on your heart, and it fights inflammation like a superhero. My friend Ellie, a retired teacher, started taking 500 milligrams of resveratrol daily after reading a study. Within months, her morning walks felt easier. "It's like my legs finally got the memo," she laughed. Look for trans resveratrol on the label. It's the active form. And if you're a chocolate lover, pair it with dark chocolate, 70% plus cocoa. They're a match made in heart health heaven. 8th point, selenium. The mineral that hits reset on your heartbeat. Next up, selenium. This tiny mineral is like a backstage crew member. You never see it, but without it, the show falls apart. Selenium protects your heart muscle from oxidative stress and keeps your heartbeat steady. But here's the catch. Many soils today are selenium poor, so even healthy eaters can come up short. Take my neighbor, Hank. He ate Brazil nuts, a selenium powerhouse, like they were going out of style, but his levels were still low. Why? His thyroid issues were hogging all his selenium. His doctor recommended a 200 microgram supplement. Within weeks, Hank's palpitations calmed down. "Feels like my heart finally found its rhythm," he said. But a word of caution. Too much selenium is toxic. Stick to the recommended dose. It's a less is more mineral. 9th point, hawthorn berry, nature's heart regulator. Finally, let's talk about hawthorn berry. This isn't some trendy new supplement. It's been used for centuries to support heart health. Hawthorn strengthens the heart muscle, improves blood flow, and even helps manage mild arrhythmias. Think of it as a gentle tune-up for your ticker. Uncle Pete's secret? A daily cup of hawthorn tea. "Tastes like tart apples," he says. But if tea's not your thing, capsules work too. Studies suggest 300 to 600 milligrams of hawthorn extract daily can lower blood pressure and ease that fluttering feeling. Just check with your doctor first. It can interact with some meds. Now, I know 9 supplements sounds like a lot. But here's the truth. You don't need all of them. Maybe you focus on resveratrol for inflammation, selenium for rhythm, or hawthorn for that extra boost. The key is to choose what fits your life. And always, always loop in your doctor. They'll help you avoid clashes with medications. Your heart's been with you through every laugh, every tear, every grandchild's first step. It's earned a little extra care. And the beauty of these supplements? They're not a quick fix. They're a long-term love letter to your most vital organ. If you've tried hawthorn tea or resveratrol, tell us about it below. Your story might be the nudge someone needs to take charge of their heart health. And if you've found this series helpful, hit subscribe. We're here to help you live with energy, joy, and the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you're doing right by your heart. Here's to strong beats, steady rhythms, and the peace of mind that comes with taking care of the heart that's taken care of you for so long. Thanks for letting me be part of your journey.